No.
Snake Eyes!
All right, hello everybody. We're here with the Platinum Star Games Magic channel. You know, we're gonna do a little bit of everything, and then we have a four-way commander game here with myself. I'm on the bottom right playing Drana, and then we have Tom 2.0. It's the better, smarter, stronger, faster version of myself. He's playing Ramos. We have Joe playing Multani, and we have Dom playing Lathliss, and I also have my main squeeze here, Derek.
Hi. I wasn't in this game.
Yeah, no, but I always like having an outside opinion about how the game's going.
Whoa, turn, look at that. Marsh Flask into a Mox Amber. Yeah.
So, Tom's playing 5-color Super Friends, so the commanders, it's Ramos, what's his full name? The Dragon Engine, right? Yeah. And then I'm playing the Drana that is, she's the Calastria Blood... However you're supposed to say that, right?
Blood Chief.
There you go. And then he's playing, and then Dom's playing Dragon Tribal, and Joe's playing Multani, which has a strange effect.
Yo, he's an old school dude.
Yeah, it has like Shroud, but I think it's called Shroud now, but it's still worded like it can't be the target of spells or abilities, and its power and toughness is equal to the number of cards in all players' hands. So in a four-way, that's pretty strong.
Yeah, considering how many people draw stuff and just slam a Reliquary Tower with 20 cards in their hand.
So since we're just early game, we'll start with the commanders. So that's what Multani does. Lathliss is 6 mana, right?
Yeah, 6 mana.
2 red, 4 colorless. Whenever a dragon enters play, you make a 5/5.
Ooh, look, Blue Tender.
Flying, yeah.
That card's really nice.
Yeah, and then it can pay like 2 mana to give all dragons +1/+0.
Yeah, +1/+0.
Yeah, and then Drana is 2 black, 3 colorless, and then she's a 4/4 flyer, and then her effect is 2 black and X. Target creature gets -0/-X, and then she gets +X/+0 until the end of the turn.
Ooh, turn 2 Demonic Tutor. Let's go.
Yes.
We in there.
And then Ramos is 6 mana. Whenever you 6 mana 4. He's a 4/4.
I think
he's a 4/4 flyer. Yeah. And whenever you cast a colored spell, for each color in the spell, he gets a counter on him. And you can remove 5 +1/+1 counters from him to add 10 mana. And it's 2 white, 2 blue, 2 red, 2 green.
Yeah, 2 of each
2
color.
black. Yeah, 2 of each color.
Oh, so Johnny.
Yeah, this is really good because again, Tom's playing Super Friends, so that's why he's playing a 5-color deck. You're gonna see a lot of expensive cards coming out on Tom, and he actually owns the land base. He did invest in dual lands because he is a very big avid commander player, so he bought one of each dual land to have these 5-color decks that he likes to play. So it's a pretty slow start from everybody else except for Tom. So Bloom Tender is, I think, one of his best spells, like one of his best creatures in the deck, because like right now it's already tapping for like at least green and white.
Yeah, it's tapping for 2 already. Yeah,
because it's among permanents you control, right? It just gets mana. So Joe said he had a little slow hand, and I know that's Dragon Master Outcast on his side. That's when you control 7 or more lands. You start making a 5/5 every, is it end step or upkeep?
I think it's an upkeep.
Yeah, and then Courser, obviously, Courser's really good.
Herald's Horn, good for the tribal.
So yeah, I did the turn 2 Demonic Tutor. I have a very slow start, so I'm trying to...
What did you tutor for anyway, by the way?
I think Myriad Landscape, because I'll tell you why. Because I only had 2 lands in my hand, and then I drew a land and felt salty because I wanted to be able to get into Commander Sphere the turn after, but then I ended up drawing a land, and I remember feeling really salty for tutoring for a Myriad Landscape, and then I draw it, and I'm like, well, fuck, what a waste of a goddamn Demonic Tutor when I play Cabal Coffers. So Tom's like fetching his mana base, making sure he has a perfect mana base, because I think actually the best all-star in the deck is Chromatic Lantern, obviously, because it's 5-color.
Oh, yeah, Plateau. Yeah, just very casually slips that into play.
Yeah, so obviously those are the original duels, and Tom, I said, like, Tom owns all of them, and he
just proxies
them, yeah.
Because he doesn't want to, like, be playing with them. Yeah. But he does have them, and he pulls the binder out just in case anyone asks. He's like, they're right here, and he'll flip through his pages.
What's funny is I told him, dude, Ramos, like, that Mox Amber could tap for nothing. Like, it could tap for Legendary Colorless.
Yeah.
Because he finally got a Legendary... He finally got a historic permanent, and it was Ramos.
Yeah.
You know, because what Mox Amber does is, historic permanent is a legendary, it's either whatever is considered legendary, so either a planeswalker or a creature, because artifacts, Other than like what, like Whip of Erebos? Like what are legendary colored artifacts other than like Whip and stuff like that?
There might be a legendary artifact creature that has a color.
Yeah, but those are creatures though, so those are still creatures. Okay, so Hoarding Dragon here, that's the one that gets it's an artifact, gets it out of the deck.
Actually, Mox Amber I think says legendary creature.
No, it's creature, it's historic permanent.
Oh, okay.
It's anything. So it works with planeswalkers. That's why he plays it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's a historic.
No, it says creatures and planeswalkers. Is that
it just specifically says.
It's very specific.
I thought it said historic. I'm thinking Wrath, the guy that gives things flash that came out in that set. He says
Ruby
so. He gets a Ruby Medallion because Dom doesn't have any other lands in his hand. So Herald's Horn, really good card. That's 3 mana. You name a creature type. Creatures of that type cost 1 less to cast. And during your upkeep, which he misses it every time. I don't think he looked once. Which probably fucked. Like, see, there's the Myriad landscape. Which, like, it's bad to forget that because maybe he would have ended up getting into lands.
Dark Realms. I love Dark Realms. You know, Dark Realms was my first planeswalker I owned.
Yeah, and then you traded her to me with that Cabal Coffers, Death Cloud, everybody.
Yeah,
you know that deck.
Back on for fun 60
Crypt
cards.
Nirkana Revenant, Liliana the Dark Realms, Cabal Coffers with Runescarred Demon and Death Cloud.
And my second planeswalker was the 4-drop Miljace. No, 5-drop Miljace.
The
Architect.
No, Architect. He's 4 mana.
No, it's the Mind Sculptor.
Oh, the Mind Sculptor. No, you had the Mind Sculptor.
No, is it?
No, Mind Sculptor's the $100 one.
Yes, right.
Yeah. Oh, here we go with the Deploy the Gatewatch.
Yeah, Architect of Thought is the one that's the Mill 5, I'm pretty sure. You know,
Architect of Thought is the 4 mana one.
I always forget. There's too many. There's too many.
It's the Fact or Fiction.
That's the fact. That's right. It's the Fact or Fiction one.
There's a 5 mana one that you scry and you draw, and his ult is it counters the first spell of each turn. Which Jace are you talking about?
I'm gonna look them up real quick because there's a lot of the names get really confusing.
All right, so we had what's the name of the spell again? Oh, Deploy the Gatewatch, right? So this spell
Memory Adept, that's what it was.
Oh yeah, Memory Adept.
Mill
okay.
10.
Yeah, Mill 10, yeah. So Deploy the Gatewatch.
Teferi.
So he's zooming up to show that he's plussing, but the Mox Hammer finally taps for mana now.
Yeah.
But the Deploy the Gatewatch
is that a Nicol Bolas?
Yeah, do you want to know how? Because Deploy the Gatewatch.
Yeah, I know it gets 2, but I'm like, oof.
Yeah, Nicol Bolas is pretty crazy. Nicol Bolas ends up watch what Nicol Bolas ends up doing. This is so funny, by the way. So I think Joe had to like discard or something. Watch what Nicol Bolas gets. So Nicol Bolas can like take something out of the graveyard. I don't think he does it yet, but I think he makes everybody discard first. Is that what it does? Right. No, exile non-land card was, isn't it?
It was a plus.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It was.
Yo, there's a. Oh, I see what it did. Yeah, he takes. Oh my god.
He takes the Woodfall Primus. Yeah.
I love Woodfall Primus.
Yeah. So Deploy the Gatewatch.
And he destroys.
So yeah, I know he's such a dick. He said I'm the only one that's allowed to have a planeswalker in this game. That's what he said. Yeah. The Super Friends don't like other planeswalkers.
If I can't have them, nobody can.
He has an Eldrazi temple. So
really?
Obviously there's a reason why he plays big Eldrazi's. This is a big creature green deck, but he did not ramp as hard as he normally does. He has a lot of ramp in this deck. Joe's deck usually curves really nicely, but he had a very slow start.
Even with a Courser, he's missing land drops?
No. He's making the land drops, just no ramp.
Oh.
That's not ramp. That's just keeping the land drops. He doesn't miss land drops. It's Dom who ends up missing land drops. Here we go.
I see he missed the trigger.
This is the one that makes the 3. Yeah, no, he misses it a lot. This one, when it enters, it makes 3 2/2s with first strike, and he gives them to me. You have to give them to a player.
I love how he actually writes on the tokens because he didn't have the actual tokens. So he just takes a Sharpie.
Yeah, I love that he does that.
Yo, hit it Dom up for custom printed tokens for your commander deck.
Yes, I love that. But he misses the Herald's Horn trigger a lot, which is pretty big because he could have kept in this game. You can see he's been on 4 lands for like eternity now.
Pseudo 5 lands for all his dragons because they cost 1 less.
Yes, but here's the problem is like if he would have got the extra dragon draws because he said he was drawing a lot of dragons, it might have been relevant. So he blocks with Ramos because he doesn't want Nicol Bolas to die because obviously Dom's going at Nicol Bolas. Yeah. And Tom obviously made himself the threat. Like look at this start. Like he curved Bloom Tender, Mox Amber, the Oath of Ajani makes them cost less and puts counters on everything when it enters.
Teferi and Nicol Bolas.
Yeah, like Teferi's ult is game winning.
Yeah, it is.
And Tom plays like doubling season. So I'm just sitting here with my Myriad landscape and I'm like, cool, I got these first striking dudes. These are going at Nipples Bro Loss because I want them to die. Like I don't care if one's gonna die. Oh no, I went into Teferi, right?
That's yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Nick Cool Brolas.
Yeah, so look, I'm just like, Drana, cool. I'm definitely trying to keep up with people. So I'm like, cool. And then
Tom, you should have tutored for Cabal Coffers here.
Yeah, you know, I hate it so much. I was like, man, I could have been like in this game if I didn't waste it on a landscape because I kept a greedy hand.
I realize that now that the Bloom Tender taps for 5 colors because he has a permanent with each color.
Yeah.
Because the Oath of Ajani is
taps for 5 colors.
Is where the thing he was missing for. But now he has the creature, and wait, he can tap for green.
Bloom Tender says, hold on.
It taps for
it's
color.
It's permanents, right?
I'm 99% sure it's permanents.
He doesn't have a lot of creatures, where are they? Yep, among permanents you control. Yep.
Yeah, that seems good.
Oh, dude, he plays Narset in this deck. Narset's pretty good with Super Friends.
That's the one.
The light mat that you just cast the.
Yeah, place it off the top. Yeah,
that's really good. And then he also
using Nicobolas' +1 this time.
He also has that really cool artifact he plays that he found that I've never. This thing.
Oh, you tap a target legendary and it to make a mana.
Yeah, it's untap it, and so tap an untap legendary permanent you control to untap the Honor Worn Shackle.
Yeah, not like Planeswalkers do much attacking and blocking unless you're Gideon.
No. But so now he's got the Mentor of Heroes, which I think his +1 can get one of the +1s get Planeswalker.
Yeah.
That's why we play it. The other effects are irrelevant. The +1/+1 counters don't matter. The gaining 100 life is funny. Here, I have it over here.
But it's also Commander, so like, what does 100 life do in certain instances?
It means nothing.
Yeah.
Like my Commander Drana, if you're in 100 life.
I know, I've been one shot by her from you before.
Yeah, exactly.
I know the feeling.
You just get like a Lash Wraith or like, something like that.
Or you're like, hey, look, here's Cabal Coffers with an Urborg and a Crypt Gas and Arcana Revenant. Put 50 mana into her, sweet in your face.
No, the worst that I did was I got the Liliana emblem off for the first time.
Yo, Torch of Defiance. Yo, yeah. He's getting all the value right now.
Yeah. No. It gets so much worse, Derek. I promise you. Like.
And he loses this game?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. So, there's this one thing that's really good in Planeswalker decks that doesn't hurt them.
Like rats?
Yeah, it's almost like those. You want to know who made him put those in that deck and made that deck so much better? I made him put like 8 of them in there.
What?
He even plays one that hurts him if he chooses the mode, which is Merciless.
Oh yeah, because he hit Planeswalkers.
Yeah, dude, hold on. We can actually just look. He plays I made him put Armageddon, Damnation, Merciless Eviction, Supreme Verdict, Wrath of God.
Like, doesn't that get like?
This gets all of them back.
Oh my god.
But you have to control a legendary permanent though.
Oh yeah.
But you could just play the Ramos. That's Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. That's good in that deck because if all the Planeswalkers die, you just get them all back. So he's going Craterhoof at Joe.
Oh my god.
Or Dom, I mean.
Wait, Ajani putting counters on the persist creature so it dies, it comes back, and he dumps counters on it.
It makes, but no, he didn't do that though. He used it to get the Chandra because he wanted to keep going. Yeah. So this is where it starts getting fun. So Joe's finally got a lot of mana. Joe's like, so we're going to play some politics. Saval Stampede. So we're going in here. I love this card. Because if people are behind, so it's 2 wilds and 2 frees because I asked Joe how many he needed. So do you know how it works? You keep hitting. If you get a wild, you keep hitting until you hit a creature off the top of the deck. And then free is sneak attack. Yeah. He had a Terrastodon in his hand. And he goes, listen, I could deal with the Planeswalkers. Right? And then he's like, but you guys aren't going to like it very much. And he's like, it has to resolve. And it's not like anybody was playing blue. Like, nobody's playing out.
Oh, now he's the Monarch.
Yeah. So he got the Regal Behemoth. So now the Monarch's in there. We got Whisperwood Elemental that makes the manifest creatures during the end of the turn. Terrastodon blows up 3 non-land permanents and somebody gets elephants. Non-creature permanents. It can blow up lands.
Yeah, I know. I've done it before.
Yes. And then the Regal Behemoth gives him the Monarch and makes his mana tap for
Is he about the Rex Sage? Oh my god, he is. The Oath of Ajani.
Yep.
Yeah, he's hard. Oof.
Because Tom took his Craterhoof and then he's not happy about it. Oof. So Tom ends up losing his 3 best Planeswalkers to the Terrastodon.
And he tutored for 2 of those too. Mm-hmm. I think he wanted those.
Deploy the Gatewatch. Well, it was Deploy the Gatewatch. He didn't. He kind of.
Oh, that's right. It's off the top, right? Yeah. That's not the tutor one.
That's it's like the collected company for Planeswalkers, but the top 7.
I hate collected company.
Yeah.
Card's stupid.
So I know it looks like Argos Bloodfast is in play, but that's a flip card. I don't actually have Argos Bloodfast in play. That's because it's a flip card, and I keep the flip cards on the side near the tokens because I play the checklist cards in the deck. So So Joe has Courser Crucifix, which lets him play with the top card, and whenever a land comes into play, he gains a life. Reclamation Sage blew up the Ulta Vijani because he can destroy artifact enchantment. The Bellower...
wait, he checked the top. He remembered.
Yeah, no, he starts to remember every so often. So the Woodland... Is that Woodland Bellower?
Yeah.
He just gets a non-legendary creature.
Yeah,
right?
it's how he got Rex Sage.
Yep.
Ooh, Panharmonicon.
Now, this does work with Lathliss.
Yes, it
because
does.
it is an ETB. It's when something enters.
Yeah, it's when a dragon ETBs.
Yeah, so that's why
a non-token dragon.
But again, still on 4 lands, has missed a lot of Herald's Horn triggers. You gotta not miss your triggers, people. Like, Tom even has a mat that talks about triggers.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, it's just like, you can't miss triggers.
Honestly,
like,
from playing Soul Sisters, like, I have to, like, know my triggers.
Yeah, 1,000%, yeah. And, like...
Oh, they're trading around the
Monarch. Yeah, that was why he took it from him. Because he obviously, with all that mountain of fucking shit, he has nothing that can block flying. Just nothing yet. So...
Yo, I found this green enchantment that's whenever a creature with flying attacks, it loses flying to the end of the turn.
What the fuck?
It's called, like, Gravity Well or something that...
It just sits out?
Yeah, it's an enchantment.
What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure. I was looking through the random box of, like, just green stuff, and I found that.
Yeah, so... I also want to talk about that this is a really good example of that just because your deck is a lot of money doesn't mean you just win immediately. You know what I mean? Like...
There it is.
Whenever a creature with flying attacks... This is hilarious! It's fucking Rise of Eldrazi, dude.
Yeah.
Has some of the stupidest cards. But, like... I do want to make a note that, like, I think literally everyone else's decks is around $300 here. $269. Yep, it's around that. And then Tom's over here.
You could... Lance is part of that value, let's be honest.
No, it's like all of it, pretty much. Other than, like, the Jace the Mind Sculptor. Well, no, because he's playing, like, Library and, like...
He's playing some good enchantments.
He's playing the Tutors. He
and
has,
some
like,
of the Walkers.
Vampiric... Look at this. Like, Chain Veil and Mana Crypt.
So, yeah, but it's not like... He has a lot of the value is in his lands, let's be honest.
And the artifacts and the Tutors.
Oh, it's a Teferi Portal.
Mm-hmm. He's a good amount of money, right? Teferi?
No, he came from Planeswalker deck.
$17.
Oh, I guess he's in Never mind.
Because he's one of the best commanders.
Right, because doesn't Tom also have that commander?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, so all you have to do is have the Chain Veil and enough mana to keep untapping and reusing the Chain Veil.
Yeah.
Because since it's a minus, it only works when he's your commander, because since it's a minus, he eventually kills himself.
Yeah, but you have, like, you go, like, basically almost pseudo infinite mana.
Yeah, and then you just recast him and keep using the Chain Veil. And the Chain Veil counts how many times you've activated the Chain Veil in that turn. So even just after the first couple 3, you have enough to keep casting it. And then you go infinite with Chain Veil and Teferi. It's infinite. That's why that deck's uber tier, because you only need the Chain Veil in a deck that's blue. So you just play Teferi, play the Chain Veil.
Man, I wish there were blue cards that search for artifacts. Oh wait,
there's only 150,000, and Transmute Artifact being one of them, which is a really bullshit one.
Yeah, that's the 2-drop, right?
It's a 2-drop with X that you can sacrifice an artifact, and it's not a cost to sacrifice the artifact, but the mana that you're putting into it is that you can sacrifice an artifact to help pay for the cost. So it's reshape, but it goes to the field.
Yeah.
And you don't have to pay as a cost.
Yeah.
So you don't you don't sack the artifact as a cost. So, like, you pay, like, let's say I want to get a Paradox Engine and I have, like, a 3-drop. I paid 2 mana.
Merciless Eviction.
Merciless Eviction and exiled all the creatures.
That was getting a little silly.
Yeah, so Joe, like, made a huge push and then now is behind, and I was like, okay, like, now I really haven't done much this game, so now I feel like I can start, like, you know, like, now, like, Joe's creature, I'm going to tell, like, Joe knows this for a fact that Multani is so bad against my deck. Like, I have so many Edict effects in this deck that, like, get around, like, you know, targeting and stuff like that. And I also main deck Arcane Lighthouse and stuff like that. I don't know if they eroded Multani to say that it's Shroud or Hexproof, or if it's just worded.
You know, let's check. We'll check Oracle text on it.
Yeah, because I'd like to know. So Dom plays Ratchet Bomb. So this Merciless Eviction really set the tone back in the game. So now we're basically back at a standstill. And I haven't done much, and Dom hasn't done much, but Dom is pretty low on lands. He hasn't been able to add to the board a lot because, you know, he's been behind. And I, with, like, a full grip and...
Its new text does say Shroud.
Yeah, so then there you go. Yeah, so then Arcane Lighthouse does work. So look at this Puppeteer. You know how much I make this card go the distance all the time. So Dom has some dragons. But now that I'm thinking, So I don't know how he got the dragons in the graveyard. I think he discarded because he kept missing lands.
Oh yeah, because everything got exiled. I think you just want to take out Teferi before he did.
But his dragons are exiled. They're right there.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to take Terrastodon because everything got exiled. Yeah. So thank God.
Oh, and there's the Executioner.
Yeah. So I'm like just Executioner, which makes everybody sack, and I sack his Shivan Dragon off, and I'm just like I get to keep the Executioner, and I'm just like I do this a lot with Drana, where like I'm very good at removing the threats, unless it's artifacts and enchantments.
You know what's funny? It's like you could even with Drana kill Puppeteer Click if you so need to get like emergency block.
Oh, I've done it.
Yeah,
I've done it. I've targeted Drana with her own effect once, just so that I didn't get imprisoned the move.
Oh yeah,
that's like my nightmare.
I had that happen to me one time, and I drew Ghost Quarter, so I Ghost Quartered my own commander.
Yeah, dude, that happens.
And I put it very saltily into my command zone.
Song of the Dryad's not ready for fucking Ghost Quarter.
Yeah.
Best removal spell for Song of the Dryads is Ghost Quarter. But anyway, so Puppeteer Click steals something out of the graveyard. It gains haste until the end of the turn, and it gets exiled at the end of the turn. But I sacked it before the end of the turn, so it does just go to the graveyard. It's not like Whip of Erebos, where Whip of Erebos brings something out and it exiles it if it leaves play.
Ooh,
now here's a misplay that people make against me all the time. I'll tell you what: if you just play an Arena Rector into me, 900,000% of the time, I'm gonna kill the Rector somehow and then just kill the Planeswalker. Because I'm playing black, and I play a lot of kill spells. My commander's a kill spell, and a Rector's only what, like a 1/1?
I know, you just go, activate Drana, kill it, get Planeswalker. Okay, so
and then swing it, the Planeswalker.
Bellowing Tangleworm.
Oh, this thing's cool. Look at this.
Other green creature you control. Matt ran that when he ran that weird worm deck he built a while back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That thing was silly.
Speaking of weird worms, what's that thing that you can play from your deck? There's like a green worm that you can play from your deck that we keep talking about here as a meme.
I'm not sure.
There's like it's either like I think it's a worm. There's not many cards you can play from your deck, so if you search up card that you can play from deck, and you'll probably find it right away.
Because it's Glacial Worm.
Yeah.
While you're searching your library, you may play it from your library. It's 7 mana for 9/5 trample.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a card from Ice Age.
Yeah. It's such a funny card. So a braid happens.
Cold Snap. It's from Cold Snap.
So I tell Dom, because Dom was saying, I was like, okay, we got to worry about this Rector a little bit. And then Dom's like, it's okay, I got removal for it. So let's make him get the Planeswalker. And even though I was like, Tom, even if you get Jace Beleren at this point, I'm probably still even going to swing at it just because I don't want them to get any value at all. I'm trying to keep them off their value. So this is where it starts going really bad for everybody. So you want to explain this guy?
So Razaketh, the Foul Blood, Flying Trample, you get the pay 2 life, sack another creature and search your library. Hey, I'm going to get my Persist creature that gets something and I get a tutor.
So I'm going to take his shit.
But Tom, you have to pay 2 life.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think the
27.
Pay 2 life. So I think it's unplayable.
I take the Shivan Dragon, which now has haste. Because the Puppeteer Click also has persist.
Persist?
Persist. It also has persist.
Do you ever sack off your command sphere in this game?
No, I don't need to. Because, dude, it's a Razaketh with 3 triggers. I'm about to get, like, the perfect land. We know what black can do when it gets left alone. We know the kind of mana.
Oh, yeah. Remember when I did, Torrent to Hellfire for 94, and then I got counter spell unless you paid 2. Yeah. And I'm like, oh. In my head, I was like, I should leave mana open, but I'm like, nah, I'm going balls in.
Yeah, that was doubling cube with Nykthos.
It was Nykthos, Cabal Coffers, Desert Temple, untap the land.
Yes.
Yeah, it was silly.
I get the Monarch because I hit him, and I hit the Jace down, and I sack his Shivan Dragon to get another tutor, so I go down to 25. So I tutored for 2 cards, which 9 out of 999,000%. When you see a black player tutor for 2 cards, it's usually going to involve Cabal Coffers and something else. Now, they don't know what I was getting, but I drew at the end of the turn for Monarch.
What if you go Cabal Coffers and then another search and you get Exquisite Blood and Sanguine Bond and then attack?
I don't play those in there. I would like the one that is basically Whip of Erebos, but I don't play those 2 in there. I play Whip of Erebos, but... So Tom just plays Wooded Foothills and he sacks to get
That's true. This was the friendship deck, wasn't it?
It is, yeah. Still a lot of friendship cards in it. Like, the Nakata Revenant I got was from Matt, and then now I just swapped you for your Russian Rise of Eldrazi one.
Where was she Russian to, though?
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm done. I don't know.
Now it's just me.
Okay, so here's the damnation. So obviously this has to happen. Like I told you, Tom plays a lot of board wipes because you want to know what it says? Destroy all creatures. Guess what aren't creatures?
Unless you're Gideon. It becomes indestructible.
Most of them are
indestructible.
So it doesn't even matter. So what I did was I sacked them both to tutor again before they died. Now Razaketh cannot sack itself.
Yeah, it says another creature.
So here's another thing. Joe just has to keep playing Multani because if he doesn't get any of his good draw spells, Rishkar's expertise, Senecar's like he's got a lot of really good draw spells in there. It's just if he doesn't get look, he remembered the Herald Horde trigger. He did it.
He did it.
He showed it.
He's still on 4 lands.
Thought I coming? Yeah, because he missed a lot of triggers. And he plays a lot of lands in that deck. It's just understand, it's red.
Yeah.
Red struggles the most with ramp. Like, red has turn ramp. Like, you can play, like, rituals and... What's that stupid fucking ritual that adds red equal to the tap lands in play?
Oh, I knew this one. I used to play it.
Into heaven.
Yeah.
It's like 5 mana.
Yeah. And it's for each tap land in play, not under your control, by the way.
Yeah, no.
I forgot what it was.
So look, I get Cabal Coffers, obviously. What else did you think I got if you're gonna guess?
Nykthos? Oh, Urborg.
No, I don't need it. They're all swamps.
Oh, you do.
Cabal Coffers and
Something with a lot of. You get I don't know. What did you get?
Maybe a Crypt Gas?
Oh, okay. Oh, it's Mana Geyser, by the way.
Mana Geyser. That's it. Right?
That's what it was.
Yeah, so Crypt Gas is going to double every swamp I have, so it does end up adding more. So now all the swamps in play are double. And I made so Cabal Coffers is 2 and black for each swamp you control. So I made 7, and then now I'm going to animate Dead back to Razaketh.
Yay. Guess who's back?
And then the other card I tutored, which was Gray Merchant. So
oh, well, it's not super great. Yeah, it's only what, like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or so.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. So, but here's the thing. So it's 7 to everybody.
You gained 21.
I gained 21. So I'm back at full. So if I didn't have to waste my animate dead, I could have won this turn, by the way. If Tom didn't Damnation the Razaketh, I wouldn't have had to let the turn go around, but I go literally back to full.
Man, if you could have played like 1 or 2 more like big things just to like get the Gray Merchant trigger.
But watch though. It doesn't matter because I can just...
Oh, you're going to sack. Tell me you reanimate it.
No.
You tutor for reanimate to bring it back?
No.
No.
That's not going to happen. Why would I do that?
Do you get Reclamation or just an actual reanimate spell?
I have one more reanimate spell and it's Dance of the Dead.
Okay.
So I like playing these 2 because they're immediate and I don't take anything. I'd probably play reanimate if I owned one. So now it happens again, but for 1 more, it's 8 this time.
Yeah, I see what you mean where you could have won because you actually had...
I would have just had the extra animate dead and just done it again. Where you just go Razaketh, play Gray Merchant, sack Gray Merchant, get animate dead, play Gray Merchant, sack Gray Merchant, get Dance of the Dead, get Gray Merchant, sack Gray Merchant, get Phyrexian Reclamation.
Oh, Tom, you know what you could have done here, again, is also sacked it, get Whip Erebos, reanimate it with Whip.
No, but I didn't have enough mana. I was thinking
Oh,
Whip.
right, it's 4 mana.
It's 4 to play it, 4 to activate it. And Phyrexian Reclamation is 1 and 2 to activate, and then I had to have 5 to play it. So no matter what I did, I couldn't do Phyrexian Reclamation.
Oh, we going speeding up.
Yeah. Because it took me a while to tutor.
And Tom's going through his deck and
because I didn't know what to get. Because I'm like, can I just fucking win this turn? Or do I have to let it go around? Like, Dom's at 6. They're at 15. He's at 17.
Torment to Hailfire.
So I'm just like, no, I wish I owned one. I really need it. I need an Exsanguinate. I don't have Exsanguinate.
Exsanguinate probably also would have done it too.
Yeah, I know. I just... Listen, it's a for fun deck.
Yeah.
It's like, I know that you're seeing like Razaketh and Cabal Carver. You're like, oh, for fun deck. Oh, yeah, definitely. But
a lot of the cards were given to you. In
a lot. Yeah, exactly. Razaketh wasn't given to me. He's like $8. So I love this guy. This is one of my new favorite things. It's a new edict that also makes someone sack a Planeswalker if they don't have it. It's a creature. When it enters, everybody has to sack either a creature or Planeswalker. And if you don't have a creature, they have to discard a card, which is fucking awesome. Yeah. So I just did it to deal with the Multani, and then I played X-Mage just like the nail in the coffin against the Planeswalker deck. So it's like, man, if you get any spicy top decks, you're not going to be happy.
Yeah, Tom, you run it. Why not just get Dark Depths
Oh,
and just do the Vampire Hex Mage?
I don't run dark. I need dark depths. I need dark depths 100%. Like, if it wasn't, how much? It's still a lot of money, even with.
Yeah, it's like It's still like $25 or something like that.
Yeah, like I think that's something that has to go in there for fun. I was playing Westville Abbey, and I did kill Joe one time with Westville Abbey.
Nice.
You have to ask him about that. He was at like it involved it because it has the fucking token has haste.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, it's not telling you, it flips with haste and indestructibility, the Westfield Abbey.
yeah. So here we go. So he casts Ramos because that's
You
all.
know,
he
you can
can
also
really
remove
do.
the counters off Ramos so he doesn't even get the mana ramp if you so chose to.
Yeah, no, I thought about it. And I also thought the Ratchet Bomb too, so he didn't blow up Animate then because it was on 2. But then I think he ends up pumping it for no reason. So Joe's got what's Mikakoru is the one that
Mikukoru lets everybody draw a card.
2 mana everyone draws. So
Yeah.
he just ticks up Ratchet Bomb anyway. Joe didn't have anything. He couldn't cast Multani again. It's too much mana. This was a bad game for Joe, other than the Savala Stampede. Finally hits his 5th land, misses the Herald's War trigger.
He's just looking for that. Maybe he looked and saw his land. He's like, I'm going to just draw it real quick. I don't care.
This is the first turn he can actually play his commander, but it's kind of irrelevant at this point. And you'll know why. Because Derek kept talking about Phyrexian Reclamation. He knows I play it, so...
Yeah.
The game's over.
Or you
when it
just
comes
play
back
your
to me.
commander and you have a bazillion mana and just kill everything that's not Multani.
I also don't even need to do that because once you have Razaketh, Phyrexian So since Dom passed, Joe just told me to show the Phyrexian Reclamation. So Joe's just like, we know you have it, so just show it so everybody understands what you're talking about. Which Phyrexian Reclamation is 1 mana, 2 mana. It's a 1 mana enchantment black. It's 1 black and 1 colorless. Lose 2 life, add a creature from your grave to your hand.
Tom, but you lose 2 life. It's kind of unplayable.
Oh, I'm only at 63.
Get back Grey Merchant, play Grey Merchant, gain 100.
Yeah, no, definitely unplayable there. Like with Pal Siege, whoever chooses the effect to get like a
Creature back.
Why would you get a creature back? It seems so worthless.
Sack Hex Mage.
Yeah, sack Hex Mage. Go to 61. I love those sleeves, by the way. Those new sleeves. I'm obsessed with the artist sleeves when they come out.
They are pretty nice.
I do think they're really nice. But
because they hold together way better than other art sleeves. As like the fit, it peels in half.
So much so. Like, so there's the Phyrexian Reclamation. So they're all just like, okay, we get it. You're gonna play Grey Merchant like 5 more times.
Yep.
Because Razaketh.
And with Cabal Coffers, like you have so
and
much
Crypt
mana.
Gas. And I'm about to get like Stronghold or like Necrona Revenant or something that's gonna like make the mana.
Yeah.
I showed my hand. It was Argos Bloodfast, Necropotence. Like it was hefty. Like I still had like 7 cards in my hand at the end.
It's fun when you play Phyrexian Arena with the Necropotence because you still get the draw card at your upkeep.
Yes. So anyway, you're totally right. We have to wrap this up. That was a pretty good game. I got pretty lucky at the end of there, just to finish him up since there was so much interaction and board wipes. But hope everybody enjoyed and have a nice day, I guess.
Bye.